Hello guys, today I'm here in the Museo de Intramuros, or in English, Intramuros Museum, but the official name is in Spanish, so I will call this museum Museo de Intramuros. Well, it's full of Catholic art because, the Philippines was long time under the government of the Spanish king, lot of centuries. So, of course, for that reason, the Philippines is like now. So, this ground floor is full of saints, like you can see, but the characteristics of these saints are like, of course, it's an European art, but it's mixed too with a local Filipino influence. And this is so beautiful. It's full boot art, and this is for the procession, no? For procession is when in Spain they put the saint in this little car and the people are pushing very hard this for the street. Well, this is because they want to clean their souls, no? In the Catholic dogma, for that reason they do this. It's very heavy, really. If you have the chance to do this activity, don't do it. Or maybe you want to suffer, no? If you want to suffer, because it's very heavy. But even in these days, people are still doing this in Spain or here in the Philippines or in the Catholic or Christian communities in Latin America, no? Well, the crucifixion again of Jesus, more art, very nice paints, really. And they don't have any problem you make a video or something, so they are very open-minded here with that. And not too many people. Well, we can see there Jesus before dying, no? They are torturing Jesus and the other guy. Well, those guards are with very nice pants. Well, one virgin. Very beautiful, really. Well, we can see here Agustin. Of course, all this was full of colors, but with time. And now this representation that looks like these Italian paints, no, of El Renacimiento, but it's not. But maybe the inspiration was that. Well, I'm here very happy in this museum. No people, so all for me. So good. Well, and this was the part because this museum is very new. They just made this museum some years ago, so before was like that hole, and now we can see the bells there. Of course, like it's a Catholic museum, they have a collection of bells now that they don't use anymore. So why, if I have a lot of bells, let's put all the bells that I don't use anymore in the museum now. This is like a retablo, so beautiful, really. I'm saying these names in Spanish because this is Spanish art, and well, this beautiful guy again in the museum. This museum is not so popular. Well, they charge 200 pesos to that. Here with 200 pesos you can have a lunch and dinner now, so a lot of people are not interested on spend on this. But I love to come to nice museums like this one. Well, one more kit. Well, in those times in Spain they call this art of those kids El Niño now because they have a lot of representations of kids like Jesus now, like the kid Jesus. Some angels, more kids, more saints. It's like everything is around the death of Jesus now, the crucifixion of Jesus. All this art is about that, and this is the part outside now, very beautiful. Of course, this is a church. They made the museum inside the church, so for that reason it's like this. And we can see the canyons there now. Spanish canyons. Well, for sure they use these canyons against the Filipinos, then the Filipinos against the Spanish people, then both against the British people, then the British people against Spain, then everyone fighting with everyone. And now the Romblon. How can you translate Romblon to English? Very difficult. More saints. Very nice museum. Well, this is really beautiful. Like the Philippines, the port of Manila was very important. So in the times of the Spanish colony, they trade a lot with China, with Mexico, with Cadiz, of course with Spain now, but especially with these ports. So they receive merchandising from everywhere. So the Filipino people are very Catholic, even until now. And this is Jesus now. Jesus waiting for the last sentence. So this art is very realistic now. If you can see there, they called Jesus of the patience, Jesús de la paciencia. No, they brought there, and now Jesus against Pilatos. Now the man who decides in the Catholic dogma the sentence of Jesus. This man gave Jesus the death sentence now. But of course he said, it's not because I want, it's because the people want. So Jesus just followed that. Now this angle, very beautiful angle. And now the next section, of oil in cavas, paints of the apostles, Jesus again. Well, you can see all the influence now that Spain made in the Philippines. Now some retablos of who? Of Jesus again. Everything is from Jesus in this museum. But the museum is beautiful not for that, if not for the art they did. I like this retablo too. And at there you can see the kid, no, the kid Jesus. You can see in the center the adult, but in the other way the kid. Well, and now one more virgin. So it's the same type of the virgins they have in Spain until now. Some metal, and now these sculptures. This looks like a pope for the hat, of course. Well, some of these sculptures are incomplete. No, some they don't have a hand, they don't have a nose, but you can see no nose. And now we can see the hands of someone, maybe an apostle, because they never put Jesus without hair. Why they don't like to imagine that Jesus can be bald, at least in the literature they make? Well, and now we can see the light now, and now these artifacts for make the sacraments. Very beautiful. Now an angel, a virgin, the birth of the Santissima Trinità in Italian. Well, if you like religion, of course you will like Latin, no? Well, I mean, if you like to study the religion, not to follow. Or maybe you like both, or maybe you don't like any of them. And now we are going to the final part, because this is the last section. It's like some moments of the afterlife of Jesus. Now Jesus, like a kid, looks like he's with mom and his stepdad, just going for a ride. Now the three kings who visit Jesus there. Now Jesus with the crowd. And this last part of more saints. Well, thank you so much guys for watching my videos. You know, sometimes I give you culture, I give you food, I give you what I do every day in my life around the world. So I hope you enjoy this video too, because culture is always welcome. And see you in the next video.